Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Three Buff Guys. Today we have all three buff guys here. That really excites me. And on just a slight other note, this will be the last Three Buff Guys broadcast here in this apartment before I move into my possibly forever home. It's very exciting. How's everybody doing today?
Over to you, William. We've not spoken to you for a while, so your turn to start.
I'm doing very good, thank you. Had a great week exercise-wise, and looking forward to the coming weeks. And happy to be here finally.
I saw your steps last week. You've been doing a really good job.
Yeah, they're even better.
You wait till you see this week then.
Oh.
Yeah, sadly that won't be the case anymore because I'll be working at the reception again.
Where there's a will, there's a way. So I'm not too bad. The sun is shining here. It's lovely. It's been a lovely day, on and off with the weather, but can't complain. I can smell a roast dinner cooking in the kitchen, so life is good.
Fantastic. That's really good. Yeah, it's a good day. I think overall, we've all had good weeks. It sounds like we've had some good weeks. Got some good weather here in Idaho. It's cooling down a little bit, so.
Yeah, it's cooling down here as well. And I went to a bar here in Villach called Racers on Friday. I went to wish one of my team members farewell because he's retiring. And at lunch, I was talking to one of the ladies that works for me, and she watches our show on a regular basis. She doesn't watch it live normally, but she watches it. Mm-hmm. She was commenting on the progress of all three of us and how even though I'm the oldest, I'm the far best looking. Well, at least she did say that I was the oldest. The best looking comment wasn't really aimed at me, but I'll let you two decide which one of you it was.
Well,
I don't know what's happened, but the order's gone wrong. I wanted to say that we are now on episode 31.
Wow. God. That's some commitment, guys.
That's 31 weeks since we started this. And for the most part, all of us have turned up to pretty much every meeting. Okay, so William, you missed a couple. Thomas, you missed one or two maybe. Mm-hmm. But that's definitely commitment, dedication.
Yeah, speaking of, when was the last time you guys were this committed to something? Think back.
I haven't been.
Yeah?
This is the longest ever, and commitment is hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard because once you get started and you get to a certain point, you become addicted, without question.
Right.
So as you know, I decided from the beginning to set myself a daily step goal, and since doing that, I have now done 170 continuous days without failing to meet my goal.
Wow.
This week, there's been a couple of days when I've been really sick. Suffering a bit with your problem, Thomas. No, suffering a lot with your problem. But having said that, there was one day in particular, but when by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd done 700 steps. But I still, in spite of that, I had to go out and reach my daily goal. So talking of steps, I'm now close to 3,200 kilometers. You two guys need to send me the updates on these. But making excellent progress. Okay, so to you, William, what went well this week and how are you feeling?
So I'm feeling great. Thank you. And as I said before, my week went very well stepwise. And I mean, I still had a few sweets now and again, almost every day. But considering I was doing 20,000 steps a day, I thought I might as well because it just looked too good. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I'm doing great. I'm not sure what the challenge was. I'm afraid I didn't find that out. Didn't ask you guys.
Oh, that's an excuse. You could have watched the broadcast, but I
I know.
suppose you're too busy out walking to find the time to watch the broadcast, I guess.
Yeah, this week was a bit intense, but yeah. So what was the challenge?
The challenge was to do at least 3 aerobic workouts, to find a minimum of 3 10-minute aerobic workouts to do it. The reason was that just doing steps alone is so time limiting. It takes so long each day. So that's what we agreed upon.
Okay.
So you can play the joker if you want and say that you didn't know. So that's why you didn't do it. On the other hand, when we come to the steps, we'll see where you've been focusing this week. So keep smiling. What about you, William? Oh, sorry, what about you, Thomas?
That's fine. Well, it was a good week. What went well? I hit you and I last week when we spoke. You said something to the effect of, "You're going to have a rough week, but you've got to make sure you hit that 10,000 step minimum, no matter what happens." And so you'll see it a little later. I made sure in the screenshot I sent you just to highlight the one day where I had my surgery that I hit 11,000, just so you saw I didn't scrape by. So I got all my 10,000 steps in, feeling on a mental, spiritual note, I feel absolutely fantastic. I'm still in a lot of pain from the surgery though, but overall just doing really well. My challenge, so I did 2 aerobic exercises. Now, this is where it gets a little bit confusing, because after we spoke, I went on Google. I did some searching as to what constitutes aerobic exercises, and 2 of the things I found was swimming and cycling constitute aerobic exercises. Now, I've been promising Lily that we would get down to the pool and spend a good amount of time. So I promised her. So we went down on Sunday afternoon. We spent about an hour and a half down there. About 45 minutes of that I spent doing laps, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then on Monday, sort of getting prepped for the surgery, I went down to the gym by myself after work, and I was on the Peloton for about an hour and 10 minutes, just long enough to watch my show. So I did 2. I didn't do 3. So not quite the 3 that you were asking for, but I made a stab at it.
All right then. So I didn't do any.
No, you did. No.
I woke up early. I woke up on Monday morning. I didn't feel great, but I went for a short walk, just a couple of kilometers, just so that I could get some steps in before breakfast. I came home, got ready for work because I was going into the office on Monday, and I sat down at the breakfast table at 7 o'clock. By 7:30, I was back in bed, where I stayed for all of the morning and into the afternoon. I was big time sick. But even then, I did the steps. I had to do the steps.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday didn't feel much better. Wednesday didn't feel much better. Thursday wasn't too bad. Friday was when my challenges really started, Friday afternoon and Saturday. So I just didn't feel in the mood for doing it.
Right.
No excuse. There's no reason why I couldn't have done it, except for one day. But it brings us on to today's discussion topic will be about our goals. But anyway, not feeling too bad under the circumstances. Right, so a couple of weeks ago, we defined measurable goals. Now, my goal has been clear from the beginning. I started off with a weight goal of 95 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks ago, I revised it to 85. And as of today, I'm 93.6 kilos today. So I'm on track for 85 kilos by Christmas. Also, to walk to the US and back, that's in total about 6,400. And I am about 50% there. So it's going to be hard because realistically, we've got September, October, November, and December. So 4 months. I'm doing 100 kilometers a day, 100 kilometers a week. So 1,600 kilometers. It'll be tough, but I shall keep going for it.
Yeah.
What about you, Thomas? How are you doing measurably towards you?
So I'm in a 38 waist. I found my measuring tape. I'm at a 38 inch. I've lost 6 pounds since I gave you my goal, which was, I think, a month ago. I've really cut down on the bread. I think overall I'm in pretty good shape to get this done. I've lost more than 6 pounds just in this past week. I think I've lost 4 pounds this week, but I think a lot of that's due to the fact that I haven't been able to have solid foods. So I didn't count that as part of this. I just want to wait and see how that plays out. So 10 pounds total. But yeah, I think I'm on the right track for sure. No bread in the mornings. I substituted that for a Cliff Bar. I've really tried to put an emphasis on home cooking, spending some extra time cooking for Lily, making sure there's some color on the plate, fruits and vegetables, things like that, and just little things like when we make salad, leave out the croutons, leave out the creamy dressings, have vinegar and oil, things like that instead.
Yeah.
Just little day-to-day things that aren't really too much out of my way, but I think over time will just start adding up and having a big impact.
Okay. So you're making the right steps then.
Yeah.
And you're feeling good about it. Are you sure that you're going to stick with the 4 kilos before Christmas? I know it's not a competition, one person against the other, but
no, I don't. I think that in the coming months, my weight is going to come off in a pretty big way because on top of my regular day to day, now that we've bought a house, there's a lot of work that's going to need to be done. The yard work in particular, it's a lot of things I can see, a lot of big projects. So I think that at least when I was living at home with you guys and we were having home cooked meals and we were outside in the yard a lot, mowing, doing projects and stuff, I think I was in pretty good shape back then. So I think
doing the mowing.
Well, yeah, memories differ, but yeah, I think that just with that change of lifestyle, I think it should come off a lot quicker. So I'm probably going to adjust that.
All right. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks you'll be willing to share a concrete target, like I've made it clear.
Yeah.
85. Williams, he's got an and an or. So he's set the 85, but if he gets a 6-pack earlier than the 85, then the 85 is not so important. So but at least there's something measurable here.
Yeah.
So if you can do the same, it would be beneficial. Okay. Right.
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, moving houses, it's like it's a huge goal in life, and it could either go, it could go two ways. I mean, it's very stressful as well. So, what do you think, or how do you think you would handle it if we hadn't have done this? Do you think you would have given in to the stress a bit more once you've moved? Like, I don't know, when I moved in here, first couple of weeks, I ordered in and didn't do much and stuff
There, yeah, there's been a couple of times where I have thought to myself, you know what, maybe I could slip in something, but having you guys, like, you know, talking to you guys every week and having sort of honest moments where I've kind of fallen off the wagon a little bit. Um, I don't feel bad when I do, but I also don't feel comfortable to fall off the wagon more. I feel a responsibility almost to come in and do my best, not only for myself but for you guys as well, because you're in this with me. So yeah, for sure, a big part of me's thought, you know what, maybe on moving day we could get pizza, maybe on moving day we could do this, that, make exceptions, but I think overall we've been able to keep stress at a minimum by doing just a little bit every day. So that's cut down on stress in a big way. So there hasn't been that kind of need to, oh, I can't cook tonight, or oh, I can't go out and exercise, or oh, you know, it's just been manageable. Like I think this journey, this video journey is. It's just small and measurable.
Sure.
great to
But
hear.
I understand what William means, though. You move into the place, and all of a sudden that's yours.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's celebrate with a meal. Hey, let's have some ice cream as well, and let's celebrate with this food and that food. And oh, I'm too busy because I'm mowing the lawn. I'm too busy. I'm doing this. Let's just order in.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead, William.
No, I'm not saying that you shouldn't order, and I'm just saying that just don't forget the progress the progress here.
Hey, Thomas, cover that. This is a children's show.
Oh, what? Oh, was I exposing?
No, I think moving into a house is a great way to keep even more fit, because you just have a lot more stuff to do, and if something breaks, then it's yours pretty much to fix, as in your apartment, and someone else will come and fix it and go to the store for you and buy the stuff. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. And on moving there, it'll be fine if you order something, but you could also buy a grill and grill in the yard and
He's already got one.
yeah. Oh, that's good.
Grill and a smoker. Yeah. So
it looks like your garage is big enough that you could get some sports equipment in there as well as the car.
Oh yeah. It's exciting times ahead. It really is. We've actually, which I think might be a cool little thing to put up. We've written out our grocery list, our first grocery list. We're having groceries delivered on the day that we move in, so that there is no gap. Oh, we don't have the time, so there's going to be no excuses. I'll actually send that to you tomorrow, and then we put that up in there so that it's out there for you and William to see. Yeah.
Sounds good. Tell William what's hanging in the garage from the roof.
We have so the owners were really nice. They left us a ton of stuff, but they left two bikes in the garage. Just really nice bikes, and they're just left there, and we can use them, and they're ours now. So
okay,
really.
So they are not just pieces of furniture. They're not something to hang clothes on.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
God, that's nice of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I was also thinking this morning when I got up. I didn't get up early this morning, but it's cold now. Winter's coming.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
really is cold.
So we've got to get some more outdoor activities done within the next few weeks, because before we know it, the snow will be on the ground again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
Mm. Yeah. All right.
So our topic today, none of us are really sticking to the goals. So what do we do? We've had this discussion before. Do we stop setting them, or do we still carry on?
That's a good question.
I know I'm very wise. I'm very old. So with age comes wisdom.
God, it's tricky because on the one hand, I mean, we don't have any excuses. I mean, we all could find the time to do them, so I don't know why we don't.
My proposal would be that for September, these are goals that if you can make yours more measurable, Thomas. For example, William, if each week you can report whether you're on track to reach this goal, if you can give the absolute weight if you want, and we can track it on a chart like mine, that we can keep with this. And it's each individual's responsibility each week to do something extra. So it can be, Thomas, going out for 20 minutes, riding one of those bicycles.
Right.
It can be something, for you at least, something new is mowing the lawn.
Mm-hmm.
For you, William, today it could be walking the dog for a few kilometers. But each week, let's bring something novel in. It'll be hard for me, but that's no excuse. I've got the skipping rope. I've got the punch bag downstairs. You can actually get into the bunker now. So for those people that are watching, the bunker isn't really a bunker, but it's a concrete room in the basement where the heater should be. But it's been full of all kinds of stuff for many, many years, not being able to see the floor. But now the punch bag's down there again, so I might do 10 minutes on the punch bag, for example.
Yeah.
If it doesn't kill me, I'll tell you about that. So there's plenty of things that we can do. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. What's an endspurt? Do you say that also in English? Endspurt. It's
No.
the last bit before the end. What's that called?
Oh, okay, I know what you mean. God, I don't even know the English word for it anymore.
Okay. Well, the goal
So
is in sight. Christmas isn't too far away. We should just give it our all until then, I would say.
yeah,
No point starting tomorrow, next week, or next month. That's what got us in this situation in the first place. We just start now.
yeah, I agree with that. And the thing that's different about this, it doesn't stop at Christmas.
Yeah.
That's why you've chosen the great time for your wedding, Thomas, because we can't just sit down on December 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, and the 1st, and say, that's great. That was it over. We had a great time, because the ultimate wait for me is the wait when I'm standing there with you and your wife in Boise in September.
October.
September, I'll be there.
Oh, you'll be coming early. All right.
Well, John, what day's the wedding? October 1st?
No, it's the 15th.
Okay, forget it then. We'll be there on the 14th.
No, don't do that.
We shall find the time.
Absolutely.
All right then. God, sounds like a dentist drill somewhere.
It's the washer. Let me just close that real quick.
All right.
So we'll need to find something else to talk about since we don't have any challenges this week.
I'm gonna set myself the challenge of not eating any sweets during the week. So I've fallen off track this week. So just let me know.
Okay. All right then. So
Doing some marketing, some advertising. You're not in the presentation anymore, right?
yeah, that's correct. So no sweets. Yeah, so if you're not doing any sweets, I'm going to go on the punch bag. And as I've just said, this is a no-go, so you don't need to define anything if you don't want to, Thomas. It's okay.
No, I think it's a good one. One that really sticks out. I'm going to be losing my pool, so I want to spend an hour of straight doing lengths in the pool. 1 hour of lengths in the pool.
How long is the pool then?
I'd say maybe about 1.5 times the size of our pool at home.
Okay, nice.
Hour of swimming, go.
Yeah, maybe a half hour. I just thought to myself, oh, that's a long time. I think I can do it. I can do it all right. Pace yourself.
That's actually a really good idea, right? Because the swimming pool down in Klagenfurt's mega.
Yeah.
Closing.
Pardon?
Closing.
Oh, is it?
Mm.
As long as it's not closed. I shall take a look, but it'd be good to take your mum down there. It was very enjoyable. Okay, so here we are. I need to clean the scales. So this was yesterday morning. It's actually a bit lower this morning, but I'm not reporting everything. I want to save a little bit of extra for next week, just in case. So 93.6. And really, this has been a very, very steep curve. So 85 by Christmas is achievable, but there's not much chance of any let up. I've got to keep going. And here we are this week. I didn't do so well.
I beat you.
Yes, I know, and that's why I put a great big green ring around it.
For the first time.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh wow!
Yeah, and the day's not finished yet. So by the time you're done, would it be 20,500 or something, or 600?
Mm-hmm. Still need a lot to do today.
Yeah, and this 30,000 one is impressive. So how much of this was at work?
About 23,000.
So
yeah.
Which days were work days?
All the 20,000 ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you think I spend almost all of my working day sat down.
I know, yeah.
So do many other people, so yeah.
It helps so much when you get to walk at work. It does.
Pardon?
It helps a lot when you get to walk at work, because as of next next week I won't be doing that much working because I have to stay in one spot the whole day pretty much, just down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But that's really, really impressive. And this is impressive as well, considering this was the day of the dentist.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're all.
No, let's not go into my numbers. Let's stay away from those for now. I'm blown away. I'm blown away at the both of you. Those are some incredible numbers. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely
Not
incredible.
mine.
Oh,
Much
come
better than
on.
this one here. This is the impressive one.
So how much was that today, Daddy, that you did?
Today I've done about 24,000, 23,000 and something. I went for a short walk this morning down to Sterber and back. Then had breakfast, a long leisurely breakfast. And then I went out for 13 kilometers. So that's 8 miles, 8-mile walk up towards Kustenberg and around. So it was steep as well.
God,
But nice.
But I still beat you.
Yes, you still beat me.
Which is good.
Yes.
I'm happy.
Yes.
First time in 31 weeks.
I can accept defeat. It's not a problem.
It's not defeat there. It's not.
No, it's not. The clear goal was for you two. You both said that you would do the 10,000 each day. So we are all people of success. And now, Thomas, it is time for you to do your stuff.
All righty. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure talking to you both. It's been a pleasure every week. I love doing this for you and with you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in at home and abroad. Have a wonderful week. Make some really, really great choices. Do good things. Have a